Man, are you excited to step into the ring again?
Yes.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, he's young, he's 30. You have 16 years on him, Manny.
Don't worry about it.
When you see the Manny Pacquiao fight, what can you learn from that fight?
It showed that, combination punchers, that's how Pacquiao, was landing, his punches, combinations. And, it just showed you that, he is a great fighter, but I'm going into this camp, coming into this fight confident, everything right with our game plan, and I'm going to try to execute it as best as I can.
We're here in Manila with the great legendary champion Manny Pacquiao, Sean Gibbons, and Manny is announcing.
Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios have officially faced off for the first time ahead of their much-anticipated clash on July 19th. In just 50 days, the world will witness the return of a boxing legend. But this isn't just a regular comeback. It's a high-stakes battle between legacy and youth, experience and energy, risk and redemption.
It was like, when I was growing up, he was always a fighter I was studying, I was always watching. It was always one of my favorites. It was so fucking just so technical, even when he was in danger.
But it's good. Good experience. We gave a good action fight to the fans.
At 46 years old, Pacquiao is attempting what very few have done, returning to the ring for a world title fight after years of retirement. His opponent, the 30-year-old WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, is a tough, active fighter entering his physical prime. While many fans are thrilled to see Pacquiao back in the spotlight, others worry that this comeback could end in disaster. The face-off didn't just show two fighters promoting a fight, it revealed something deeper. You could see the difference between Barrios' youthful confidence and Pacquiao's calm, seasoned determination. Barrios looked like a man ready to prove something. Pacquiao looked like someone who has nothing left to prove, but everything to lose.
But you have a mentality, nobody has. Kids today just want to get paid. They don't want to fight the best. They don't want to challenge themselves.
No, the payment or the earning, everything like that is that's the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your hard work, sacrifices. If you don't want sacrifices, then how can you harvest?
There's a famous saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Back in the Wild Card gym in Los Angeles, the sounds of Pacquiao's training have returned. The heavy bag cracks with every punch, the rhythm of jump ropes, the grunts of hard work. It's all back. "I still have the passion," Pacquiao told reporters. "I'm training hard just like before. I'm not underestimating Barrios. I have to push myself in camp like I always have." Pacquiao's working once again with legendary trainer Freddie Roach, rekindling a partnership that defined most of his career. Roach is confident that Manny can still perform at a high level, but the challenge is real. Since retiring in 2021, after losing to Yordenis Ugas, Pacquiao has only stepped into the ring twice, both times in low-stakes exhibition bouts.
Yes. It's good, but I put the video up and all the comments were, "Thank you for saving boxing. Boxing needed you, Manny." They're happy. It's not the same without you. It's not as exciting.
I'm so happy because not all of the boxers like me, giving me strength and physical strength, physical condition like me. Especially on my side. I've been in boxing for so long, and I'm still here, kicking, healthy. That's God's goodness. I mean, I always praise the Lord.
Manny, for all the fans and
Whatever
media,
happens, I always praise the Lord for everything's happened in my life. Because everything's happened in my life for a purpose, and the Lord my God is good always.
Well, that's a true story. The way you started, very humble beginnings.
One of those exhibitions against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ampo worried fans. Pacquiao looked sluggish. His timing was off. Even though it wasn't a real pro fight, it raised serious questions. Can Manny still move like he used to? Can his reflexes keep up with a hungry young world champion? Barrios, on the other hand, has stayed active. Since Pacquiao's retirement, he's fought 5 times and secured the WBC interim title by defeating Yordenis Ugas in September 2023, the same Ugas who beat Pacquiao 2 years prior. Barrios was later elevated to full champion after Terence Crawford moved up to face Canelo.
General Santos living on a cardboard, no bed, to the cover of Time magazine. How many people could say that? It's like 10 different movies.
Can you imagine sleeping in the street, like in the cartoon, and sometimes you eat, sometimes none. You have food, like, you know, amazingly what I have done, what I have accomplished in life. It's because of God's goodness, mercy, and blessings, and it's not because of my ability or strength or knowledge. It's because of God's mercy and strength.
No, one time you told me that you used to live in the gym and you had 1 bag of rice for everybody in the gym. How can you box with no nutrition?
That's right.
But you did it.
I did it because my mind is always focused on ahead. Like, I always think advance. So
Critics argue Barrios is beatable. He's lost to top-level fighters like Gervonta Davis and Keith Thurman, but he's still battle-tested, hungry, and in his prime. You don't have to be a superstar to beat a 46-year-old former champ coming off a long layoff. And that's what makes this fight so dangerous. Some are comparing Pacquiao's comeback to George Foreman's incredible return at 45, when he won the heavyweight title. But Foreman had been active for years before that moment. He fought 31 times during his second run. Manny's comeback is different. He's been away from real action, and that could make all the difference.
Yeah, it's surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny. One thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So yeah, he's going to give it his all.
There's a rumour going around this week that Manny Pacquiao is going to return. What do you make of that?
I don't know. We shall see. I don't know.
Do you think he's too old at 46 to fight Barrios?
I can't say if he's too old or not. You know, if he get in there and win, then everybody will be saying different. So I don't put no limit on an all-time great like Manny Pacquiao.
Amir Khan, who sparred over 300 rounds with Pacquiao, knows both fighters well. He's trained with Barrios and shared the ring with Manny for years. It's a risky fight, Khan told Sky Sports. If it were up to me, I'd tell Manny to come back against someone like myself, someone retired, not an active champion like Barrios. Even Khan, who respects Pacquiao deeply, admits that this matchup might be a little too dangerous. Barrios is young and active. Manny's been out too long. You're always one punch away from trouble in this sport, Khan added.
Have you got any thoughts on that fight with Mario Barrios, and is there any chance we see you still in there at 46?
Nah, at 46, I don't plan on being back in the ring, you know, but Mario Barrios is a great matchup for Manny Pacquiao. And I think, you know, at this age, it's a 50-50 fight for Manny Pacquiao.
Manny was a beast, bro. And I used to spar with him.
But that's why I think people thought that's a dangerous fight for Canelo because of where you was.
For me, it was perfect because why? At that time was because I had just got beat by Prescott, and I went to America to train there to rebuild myself, and I needed somewhere to go which is gonna make me train hard.
Did you feel you have to move away from the UK?
The boxing world is divided. Some believe Pacquiao still has enough magic to outbox Barrios with ring IQ and experience. Others believe youth, speed, and timing will be too much for the Filipino legend. If Pacquiao wins, he'll become the oldest welterweight world champion in history, beating his own record from when he defeated Keith Thurman at age 40. But critics like promoter Frank Warren believe this comeback is bad for boxing. He's been out of the game too long, Warren told TalkSport. Going straight into a world title fight at 46 doesn't sit right. This isn't just about Manny, it's about the message it sends to younger fighters.
I had to, man.
Get rid of all the distractions,
yeah. It was crazy. And then when I went there, you know the first thing Freddie did the first week? Because jump in the ring with Manny Pacquiao and spar with him.
What was that like? Talk us through some sparring stories with Manny Pacquiao.
It's the only spar you will ever see.
On YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the first ever spar we had. After that, no one ever recorded. But I've got around about like maybe 300 rounds of spar with Manny, and there were some days we did really well. Some days we got the better of him. Some days we got better of me. But it was a really competitive spar. What Freddie would what Freddie would say about it was like two cocks. You throw them up and they'll fight each other. Like, that's what you two were like. Speed and speed versus speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was an honor to be in the ring with such a legend.
Still, Pacquiao has earned the right to choose how his story ends. He's not taking a soft touch. He's walking into a real fight with real consequences. And he's not doing it for money. He's doing it for legacy, for love of the sport, for the fans.
There's been talks about it for a long time that, yeah, he wants to fight again. But I don't know, there's nothing really that materialized from it, you know what I mean? As long as if we can get like a Turkey Sheikh or someone to put the money down and persuade Manny to do this, then yeah, it'll happen. But other than that, I don't think it'll ever happen.
You've been talking. I know you've always wanted.
We know each other. We spoke about it, but it's somewhat about the investment. If someone's willing to put the investment down, and we've not really got anyone.
Manny Pacquiao, who's the other guy? Jason Statham, come to watch me spar.
Way.
I'm sparring.
He's a
Guess who walks in afterwards? Behind me. Manny Pacquiao goes, I was watching your movie. To Jason. Jason like, my movie? Jason got buzzed up, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, man. But he goes, and it was cool because Jason's
this
like,
fight isn't about belts. It's
You know
about
what I mean?
the
So
final
my-
chapter
yeah.
of one of the greatest careers in boxing history. It's about whether heart, experience, and greatness can overcome youth, power, and momentum. And it's about whether Pacquiao still has one last moment of magic left in him.
Amir, what is going on with you and Manny Pacquiao?
I know, Manny says he wants to fight. I'll take the fight. I mean, let's make it happen. I mean, look, two retired fighters come back.
It will still do crazy numbers, wouldn't it?
You know that as well. You know how big of a fight that would be.
Delighted to see top boxing promoter Frank Warren joins us live. Frank, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning. Frank, good morning to you. What do you make of this? I mean, should legendary status fast track you back to the top in sport? Because that's what it looks like in the case of Manny Pacquiao, Frank.
Yeah, it does, and I've got to be honest, I don't agree with it. Even though there was one stage there was talk of Klitschko doing the same thing, but look, you know, these guys passed their sell-by date. That's the
So
truth
mark
of the
your
matter.
calendars,
And
July
the facts
19th,
are that,
Pacquiao versus
it does do
Barrios.
the business.
The legend returns, and the world will be watching. Let us know who you're picking. Pacquiao? Barrios? Can Manny defy the odds one more time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. For more boxing news, breakdowns, and updates, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We've got more fire coming soon. Until then, peace.